Welcome SAO survivors! This week we have a lot of English translation stuff from Yam Press's side. We had Unital Ring 3 released earlier last week. We have Progressive 8 release upcoming. We have the cover reveal for Alicization Manga Volume 5, the final volume. And we have some anime, game news, variant Showdown stuff of course, so stay tuned for that. And welcome to This Week in SAO for all your weekly SAO news. And this week was brought to you by our sponsor. Well, kinda, sorta, not really. Still working on getting sponsors, but Progressive 8 is coming out soon. This is 7 since it didn't come out yet. You'll have a picture here. Progressive 8 is coming out soon. In fact, that is supposed to be our first news because the release of Progressive Volume 8 by Yam Press just had a 1-week delay, so close to the release date. It was supposed to come out on May 24. It is now scheduled for May 31st at the very tail end of the month. So if you had it pre-ordered, please do adjust your delivery dates in your mind so you don't expect it a week early before it'll arrive. And if you haven't pre-ordered, of course, Amazon and Book Depository links will be in the description. It's pretty much one of the rare ways to support the channel at the moment because of YouTube demonetizing my channel as usual for the third time in 2 years for the exact same reason. But yeah, that's our kind of pseudo-sponsor for now. Next news is, of course, last week we had Sword Art Online Volume 24 Unital Ring 3 release on May 3rd. It continues the story in Unital Ring with even more mysteries kinda sorta unraveling, but not really. It's quite a slow build-up, don't be surprised. But also, we're finally getting introduced, in the English version that is, to the mystery that is starting to sprout a bit in Underworld. So we're gonna be going back to Underworld as well. Don't have too much expectations of Underworld. The cover is a bit misleading. There is quite a little focus on the Underworld portion. You're gonna have to wait for the next one to learn more about that, and a couple more next ones to actually learn the context behind a lot of things. That you got time, you can relax. But yeah, as was the kinda sorta sponsor section at the beginning, Progressive Volume 8 has been delayed to May 31st. This is the second half of Floor 7 story, Rhapsody of Crimson Heat, Crimson Blaze. I no longer remember which one is supposed to be the official one. Both are fine. That is going to be the second half of Floor 7 story. So we have the entire casino subplot going, something fishy going on. The L4 campaign is really heating up at this point, if you have read Volume 7 that is. And it's only gonna get more heated from this point onwards since Floor 9 is supposed to be the climax of the L4 campaign where things end, and we know they're not gonna end well, so we're kinda reaching that point. Aside from that, of course, we're gonna fight a huge giant dragon in Progressive 8, so that's always cool. If you're looking forward to it, as was the case at the beginning, the links are gonna be in the description. If you haven't read Volume 7, the links for those are going to be in the description as well, because, well, that's your first half of the story. Next up, we have kinda sorta mini anime news from the variant Showdown stream actually. A lot of you were wondering where Mito was in the not even 20-second teaser trailer we got for the Floor 5 movie, Scherzo of Deep Night, since that was focused on is a big word for a 15-second trailer, you can't focus on much. But we had Kirito, Argo, and Asuna's screen time, of course, in that trailer with no mention of Mito. This was also the case with the first key visual poster as well, which led to a lot of people wondering, is Mito not going to be in this movie? As I said in plenty of other videos, no, Mito is going to be in this movie, despite the fact that we haven't seen her yet. But it seems like that was a purposeful attempt on the anime promotion side to keep that bit a bit under wraps, because Matsuoka was, during the end of the Sword Art Online variant Showdown, the new mobile game news stream, at the end of it, there's always, you know, we have these promotional sections for light novels, anime, manga, and all that kind of stuff. During there, Matsuoka mentioned Mito being in the movie, and he received some reactions where he was kinda sorta disappointed in himself, as if he spoiled something. He was quite unsure whether he did or not. But again, we were all expecting that to be the case. He basically confirmed Mito is going to be in the movie, which hadn't been officially confirmed, but come on, we all knew she was gonna be in the movie. We don't know what role she's gonna play. I don't expect her to become one of the main characters. Especially in the poster, it's pretty clear. Kirito and Asuna are the main characters, Argo is the third prominent character. So I kind of do have expectations on where Mito can show up. You can watch our SAO24 podcast if you want to hear our opinions where she may show up. But yeah, she is gonna show up, no other way around it. Next up, we have Project Alicization Manga by Yam Press, the English translation, Volume 5 cover reveal. Now, Volume 5 is the final volume of the Project Alicization Manga. It wraps up the Human Empire sub-arc of the story, quite the rushing way at the end, I might add. And I have no idea why their cover reveal tweets are coming with synopsises that belong to the previous volumes. Not sure what exactly is going on with those cover reveal tweets, but yeah, that description is not exactly accurate for this volume. This is the end of the Human Realm sub-arc completed, pretty much. And as things stand, there is no official confirmation for a War of Underworld manga, so that's pretty much the dead end for now for the Alicization manga adaptation series. The manga is set to come out on June 21st. Again, links as always are going to be in the description for pre-orders. We had Zeliska's birthday on May 6. A Gameverse birthday means official illustrations, and now it also means some additional unofficial fan art thanks to the birthday fan art contest the Gameverse pages are hosting. Actually, I am not sure if they're still up because the birthday pages on the official SAO Games website, they don't last very long, but aside from the official illustration that we had, that you can see over here, we also had a bunch of fan submissions and 5 of them were being showcased on the website. Again, if they still have it up on the website, I'll also put it here. Otherwise, I will learn a lesson to plan accordingly for these fan art submission showcases. Now, of course, the news most of you were waiting for, at least for this week, the Sword Art Online variant Showdown news that we had. Based on that hour-long news stream. Don't be fooled by the fact that these news streams are an hour long. They don't exactly have that much information. In fact, we have covered all those information last week in a This Week in SAO special. So for more in-depth information, I do recommend you go ahead and check that out. Should be here, roughly, the icon. But to give you a very brief rundown, we have the new character revealed. It wasn't on the stream, it was on a separate website, password protected. It was kind of a mini game for fans. She is called Layla. People have mentioned that her outfit looks a lot like Kayaba's GM avatar outfit, which they may be right. I don't want to go into that speculation route, but they may have a point, especially considering a lot of the promotion right after the stream had to do with Akiko Kayaba having a Twitter takeover on the variant Showdown page. So again, who knows? He was specifically addressing you as the player, so we're gonna have to wait and see as to how he ties into the content. A lot of people are saying the game takes place after Alicization. I think that's because Alice was showcased at some point in this promotional material. I wouldn't be so sure about that. It's a mobile game, and before we see any of the story, I wouldn't make such strong speculations. It may just be a mash of everything like Memory Defrag was, considering the game itself is quite Memory Defrag-like. But moving on to the more important points, we had a lot more gameplay showcased during this live stream, including not only pre-recorded clips to, impress you, but also a live gameplay demo by Yoshitsugu Matsuoka, Kirito's voice actor himself, so you can actually see how this game realistically plays without those editing and perfect gameplay tricks. Again, I talked more about the gameplay in detail in that news video, so you can go ahead and check that one. Next up, we have some information about the closed beta stage, which will be handed out via invites for variant Showdown. It will be limited to 10,000 people, but it's not first come, first serve. You just have to go ahead to the website and apply, and hopefully you'll get picked. The website is, as always, much like everything else, gonna be in the description. That description is quite important. Go check it out. But if you're not sure if your device can handle the game or not, well, we have the specific specs that we have been provided. If you're on Android, you're gonna need to be on Android 9 at the very least, or newer, and 4 GB of RAM to be able to play the game. On the iPhone side, it's of course a lot more simple because it's just the iPhone line. You need to have iPhone XS or higher with iOS 13 or newer to be able to participate in the beta. This is not the final specs. so to say, these things can still change until the final release, and nowadays, even after, they can change. We know with Integral Factor, a lot of you were left out at some point. But again, these may be lower, these may be higher, so this is just for the beta. Aside from that, SAO Beaters Cafe is regularly sharing these eye candy finisher arts. They're cool to watch once or twice, but when you're just trying to grind a mobile gacha game on a regular basis, you probably do know these kind of become hurdles in your efficiency in the long run, so I'm hoping there's gonna be a skip button somewhere during the game. Moving on to the Integral Factor news, I'm just gonna read from my notes now because it's impossible to remember all of this. We have a Grand Order banner that's gonna include some birthday scouts as well. There is the Black Raiment Selection Order featuring skills for a prior SAO arcade game, Deep Explorer collaboration that the game had. So again, if you're looking for those older and kind of sort of limited skills, this is your chance to get them if you're interested. It's a bit slow for Integral Factor news, but they do have a stream scheduled on May 13th for more future content reveals, so you may want to stay tuned for that. Unleash Blading, that's even less news we have for Unleash Blading. The main new thing is that the Ordinal battle season has reset, so you got a lot more chances for a lot more cubes, especially good because the limited banners just keep on coming. The 2.5 anniversary limited Silica unit, the banner, has just come out today or yesterday, depending on your time zone. So yeah, the reset of the Ordinal battle, that's great. Go grab your cubes, go pull your gachas. I wish you all the best. But that's it for this week. Like if you enjoyed, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon somewhere around there to help support the channel. Patreon is currently the way to go because nothing is happening on YouTube until May 28th, where I'll be able to reapply for this thing again. That is absolutely wonderful. Go grab the books using the affiliate links. That sure helps a lot. And I will see you all next time, and until then, stay cool.